this is what it's all about. On Sunday night, after night 2 of WrestleMania's watch along, we will be crowning the first Disciples of Wrestling North American Champion. In Tier 1, this is what it'll be all about. Yes, this is what the prize is, and it will be defended throughout the rest of the year. So, we'll find out which one of the 6 people that compete in this year's Wrestle League will be taking this home.
And forget all of that formality. Get all that out of here, bro. Like, this is WrestleMania season. This is fun time. We're supposed to be enjoying ourselves. This is the awesomest time of the year for pro wrestling usually, and we are going to revel in it. At least I am. My name is Jordan Moser, and this is our WrestleMania predictions to determine who going to get that North American Championship belt for Tier 1. It'll be mine, bet money. But yeah, we go ahead and give our predictions for the nights. Let's get it started. First up, we got Drew McIntyre facing off against the almighty Bobby Lashley for that WWE Championship. Truth be told, I would love to see Bobby hold on to the belt a little bit longer. You know, black man, I gotta support. And also, he's been a dominant force in the past couple months, and so there would be no reason to really take the belt off of him, right? Right? Wrong, because I think Drew McIntyre is going to win. I think he's finally going to get his moment in front of the fans at WrestleMania, and WWE, that's their boy on Raw now. So they got to give him something, and he's been a nice champion, so I have no problem with him winning the belt again, but dang, wish Lashley would have had it longer. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre on this one.
Gotta take Drew McIntyre. They've been talking about this since COVID has started. They want Drew to get the belt off of him so he can win it in front of fans. I think it's time. I think Drew's going to win in front of fans, and I think he's going to get that roaring crowd. Yeah, I think this is it. I don't agree with the decision, but I think this is what they're going to go with.
For this one, I'm going with Bobby Lashley because it just does not make sense for Drew McIntyre to win the belt once again. However, if anybody can beat Bobby on the roster, it is definitely Drew McIntyre. But I just can't see them taking this moment from Bobby. So I got Bobby Lashley winning this one. It's going to be a really good match.
Next up, we got Seth Rollins versus the Swiss Superman, Cesaro, just in the singles match. I'm going to go ahead and go with Cesaro on this one. This is his big break at Mania. It's his first singles match. There's no reason why he should not get the win here and get pushed to the moon post-Mania. Seth Rollins, his character is awesome. The drip is awesome, and he will definitely recover for whatever he does as well. But this is Cesaro's moment to shine. Please, like Cesaro section all the way. Please let Cesaro win this match. Honestly, if there's any match on the card you should get right, it's this one. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Cesaro with this one.
Honestly, I think this is going to be one of the barn burners of the entire WrestleMania card. And I do have my guy, the Swiss Superman, Cesaro. I really think he's going to pull this off. I think he's going to get his great and long-awaited win at WrestleMania.
This one is tough, believe it or not. I can make a case for both, but I'm being biased on this one since I love Seth Rollins. I'm going with Seth Rollins, and I'm picking Seth because at WrestleMania, he tends to shine when the moments are bright by capturing WWE titles over Brock Lesnar, and as well as beating Triple H and stuff. And also, I think he redeems himself from last year's loss to Kevin Owens at WrestleMania.
Next up, we have a steel cage match. We got Shane McMahon going up against Braun Strowman. I don't care about this match, frankly. I'm going to watch it, but I don't want to watch it in any way. But I'm going to go ahead and pick Braun Strowman with this one. Shane McMahon has been bullying the boy throughout these past couple weeks and months, and Strowman's on his Be a Star campaign, so he might as well overcome and just point his fist in there like, this is for all people who have been bullied everywhere. This is for you. Because that's basically what he did in his last promo. But not going to look over the fact that this was a stupid match to pick in terms of just keeping interference out. We go overlook that as well. Give me Strowman for the win and to put a big smile on my face. Hopefully.
I think it makes sense. It's the monster among men. I think he's going to pull this off. Braun Strowman, he's been plowing down all the competition. It really wouldn't surprise me if Shane McMahon pulls this out somehow, some way, maybe with some help. maybe a surprise, but overall I got Braun Strowman.
I honestly don't know who to pick on this one, but I'm gonna just go with Braun Strowman because this story needs to end, and I firmly believe it will end at WrestleMania. Braun Strowman will end all this, so I'm picking Braun.
Next up, we got AJ Styles and Omos versus the New Day, Kofi and Xavier Woods for the Raw Tag Team Championships. I'm going to go ahead and go with AJ Styles and Omos on this one. I think the New Day are great without the belts, and they can definitely do without an AJ Styles. He's going to become a Grand Slam champion with this one, so I'm looking forward to that. And boy, we can't wait to see what Omos does in the ring. I heard that he's been getting that training in. You know, that's a 7'3" dude, so there's only so much that he can go after doing, frankly. So we're going to see how it really comes together, but there's no way that they've been showing all of this strength stuff over the past couple weeks and it not come to fruition at Mania. So looking forward to AJ Styles and Omos getting the dub on this one.
I believe it's time. AJ Styles wins. He gets a little comeuppance for his loss last year, and we see him become a Grand Slam champion.
I'm going with the New Day on this one, and I say that because I really don't know much about Omos. I've never really seen him in the ring, so I don't know what he can do. So I'm playing it safe, and I'm taking New Day.
And next up, we got the Tag Team Turmoil match to determine who will face Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler for those Women's Tag Team Championships on night 2. We got Naomi and Lana, Dana Brooke, Mandy Rose, the Riott Squad, Tamina and Natalya, and now added Carmella and Billie Kay. I don't care about this match that much, I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm picking with my heart on this one. I'm going to go with the Riott Squad to get the dub here. They have been kept in the dark for too long. Let them be in the light. Let them beat Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler actually on night 2, hopefully, and just win those tag team titles and just go on a nice little run with them. Really re-elevate those titles. But yeah, I'm just looking for it. Hopefully the Riott Squad will win, but I don't really love the match that much, but I'm looking forward to it. Let's go Riott Squad, please.
My winner, I got Tamina Snuka and Natalya Neidhart. They've been getting booked strong recently, really, really strong, just wiping the floor and mopping up the entire women's tag team division. That's who I got for my pick.
Now, this will be very interesting, but I think Lana and Naomi will come out on top.
Next up, we have a tag team match. We got Miz and John Morrison versus Damien Priest and that awful rabbit, Bad Bunny, baby. And you're tweaking if you think I'm picking against Priest or Bad Bunny on this one. They are the ultimate duo. Bad Bunny has been the most consistent and lovable celebrities that we've seen in WWE in a long time, and so he should definitely get the dub here. Miz and Morrison will definitely recover as they always do, but this will shoot Priest into superstardom, hopefully more than likely, and give Bad Bunny the rub that he's been really coming around for like 2 or 3 months for. So looking forward to Bad Bunny get the win. Hopefully impresses in the ring as well. I'm looking forward to it.
I have to take Bad Bunny and Damien Priest. I mean, just look at this team. You got a celebrity and a megastar of Bad Bunny, and you have the debuting call-up from NXT, Damien Priest. Sorry, Miz and Morrison. I just got to go with these two.
I'm going with Damien Priest and Bad Bunny on this one. Just because the fact that Damien Priest has been undefeated since he's been bumped up to the main roster, and I think this would be a great kickstart to his career by sealing a win at Mania with the help of Bad Bunny. So I'm going with Damien Priest and Bad Bunny to get this one.
And last up for the main event of night 1, because it's the main event, yes, we got for the SmackDown Women's Championship, Sasha Banks defending against Bianca Belair. I'm so glad that these women are main eventing. 2 black women, put them on the biggest stage and let them go at it. I am all excited. Thank you for WWE for doing this right, please. But I'm going with Bianca Belair on this one. She is the future of the freaking women's division in WWE, and she deserves this spotlight and just to end night 1 in fireworks and confetti and everything like that. Sasha Banks has been an awesome champion, especially her feud with Bayley last year, and the way she won the title has been awesome, but it's time for a change, baby, and I'm gonna go ahead with Bianca Belair. Celebrate, girl, do your thing, be EST, everything like that. Going with Bianca.
I gotta take my girl Bianca Belair, the Royal Rumble winner. I think we're about to hit a whole new era of top females in the women's division, and I can't wait to see what it's like to have the EST of WWE as our SmackDown Women's Champion.
I will pick Bianca Belair on this one, and I've said it from the jump. I think this is Bianca's time to shine and capture the title. And since she's won the Royal Rumble, it just doesn't make sense for her to lose. So I got Bianca on this one.
Next up, we do have on night 2 the Raw Women's Title match. We got Asuka defending against Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley should definitely win here, as I believe that she will. She is the next big thing for the women's division on Raw and WWE as a whole, and this will definitely rectify that awful freaking loss to Charlotte Flair last year. Give her the title here, let her go on a run as a dominant heel or face. I don't care. She's doing great at both. Asuka's been holding it down since May. She has been carrying that division. Her back must be hurting, boy. But it's time for a change at the top of that card, or riptide, if you will. So let's go with Rhea Ripley. I'm going to go ahead and pick her to win the Raw Women's title.
I got Rhea Ripley. Like I talked about with Bianca versus Sasha, I do believe we're about to hit a whole new era of dominant women in the females division. And I got Rhea Ripley. She just dominated throughout her entire debut since coming into Raw. And I think Asuka's hit the max to her capacity with the Raw Women's Championship.
Believe it or not, I'm going with Rhea Ripley on this one. Just because what more does Asuka kind of need to do? Like, she's captured the biggest prize now, so it's kind of like what's left for her to do. And with the Rhea Ripley win, this will definitely create some problems on the women's division, as well as create a dominant champion in Rhea Ripley, who will be a very good champion, I believe. So I got Rhea in this one.
Next up, we have a match between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, with Logan Paul as a special guest. But I don't care about him. I just want to see the match, frankly. Don't get involved, please. I do pick Kevin Owens will pick up the win with this one. I think he's been pushed a lot in the past couple of months, and I think even though this is kind of a step down from what he's been doing, it's definitely a way to just elevate him up the card again. So I'm definitely all for Kevin Owens winning. Sami Zayn, his character will definitely recover. It just gives more sentiment to the conspiracy theorist that he is. So looking forward to this matchup for sure, but going with Kevin Owens on this one.
Come on now, we got to give it to my guy KO. The babyface going into this, he got to do it. You got to do it. Sami already got a losing streak. I mean, come on, let's give it to my guy KO. He deserves this. KO for the win.
I'm taking KO in this one, Kevin Owens, just because I think he redeems himself after taking a few losses by Roman Reigns. And I think he gets back on track by picking up a W versus Sami Zayn.
And next up, we have for the United States Championship, we got Riddle defending against Sheamus. Looking forward to this matchup a lot. I definitely like their match that they had on Raw, which is, I don't understand why they're doing it again, but I'm going to go with Riddle on this one to retain, because 50-50 booking is what they do, and I think that it's been too short of a reign to really take the title off Riddle as of yet. And Sheamus has been excellent over the past 6 months plus, and so I definitely expect them to put on a good showing, but he doesn't need the title to be just a big bloke fighting. I love it, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick Riddle to retain that championship on this one.
This is a tough one, but I gotta go with my guy. They don't give him any wins. Vince likes the other guy way too much. This is a tough one. I'm going to go with Sheamus. Sheamus is going to be the guy. That's what I believe. That's my gut feeling. It's got to be Sheamus. Sheamus, he can get... It's going to be Riddle. It's going to be Riddle. Everything tells me it's going to be Riddle.
Honestly, I'm picking Matt Riddle on this one just because Sheamus is just... he's been hot lately, but I think it's time for a new star to shine in Matt Riddle. I think this is his moment, and honestly, I believe he's going to hold the United States belt for a while. So it's going to be a banger, but I got Matt Riddle coming out on top on this one.
And next up for the Intercontinental Championship, we got Big E defending against Apollo Crews in a Nigerian drum fight. Still don't know what that is, but we gon' rock with it. And I'm gonna go ahead and pick Apollo Crews on this one. Sadly, I think Big E will lose that title, only because Apollo Crews has freaking lost every single time and he's due for a win. And if this is his signature match or whatever, and the ancestors are supposed to come down from heaven and praise him for what he's done, well then by God, let it happen at Mania, please, instead of some random SmackDown or Backlash or whatever. So I'm picking Apollo Crews to win on this one, and definitely see big things for coming for Big E in the future. Apollo Crews as well, but yeah, picking Apollo.
And I got my guy Apollo Crews. I think if we're gonna run this thing back, that means that they got Apollo winning this thing. So I got Apollo Crews.
I'm going with Big E on this one because I believe he gets his WrestleMania moment by retaining the Intercontinental Championship. Now I know it's not the big one just yet, but this will be a nice solid singles WrestleMania moment for him. So, and I believe that WWE will not take this moment away from him. So that's why I'm going with Big E to beat Apollo and retain his Intercontinental Championship.
And next up, we do have the Fiend facing Randy Orton. It's just a regular singles match, no Firefly Funhouse, which is disappointing. But either way, if you think I'm picking against that crispity, crackly, crunchity man, the Fiend, then you're tweaking. I'm definitely going with the Fiend on this one. They prolonged this for so long, and just him dying and resurrecting and coming back, there's no way that he can or should lose this match at all. I definitely don't know what's coming for them after Mania, but I definitely know what should happen Sunday night, and that's the Fiend coming out on top.
I got the Fiend. I mean, I think that's one's really common sense. Of course, I think for their next chapter of their storyline, I really do believe that this is the way to go. And I'm looking forward to see how this thing unfolds after WrestleMania, or if this is the end. But I do believe that we're going to get ourselves as the winner of this match, the Fiend.
I said that Randy Orton was going to put the Fiend away for all the torture and manipulating, but I'm now switching my pick to Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, just because Bray Wyatt, or the Fiend, has been buried before at WrestleMania, and I don't see why he will lose again just to recreate his character. So it just doesn't make sense to me. So I say the Fiend will beat Randy Orton in a great match.
And last up in our main event of night 2 for the Universal Championship, we got Roman Reigns, the head of the table, defending against the Rated R superstar Edge and Daniel Bryan. This is probably the hardest match on the card to predict. I definitely can't see WWE going with either of these three men to hold that championship for the time being, but I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns to retain on this one. The only one of the reasons why I say that is because in my heart of hearts, this is me wanting. I want Daniel Bryan and Edge to feud in some capacity after Mania. That would be amazing for both of those two to just go at it. And Roman Reigns, he can defend and continue to defend against a bevy of challengers like a Big E if he loses the IC title, like Cesaro, like a Seth Rollins maybe. So I'm looking forward to see Roman Reigns' reign kind of prolonged. He hasn't had a lot of challengers, even though he's held the title since SummerSlam. So I'm looking forward to what they continue to do with that reign, hopefully. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick Roman on this one. Sorry, Edge, baby. Sorry, Daniel Bryan. Ain't no dreamers on this one. Pick the head of the table. That's who it is for sure.
I got the Tribal Chief. I got Roman Reigns. I think it's way too early to take the belt off of Reigns. Also, I think this is a way to either continue the Edge and Roman feud or continue the Daniel Bryan and Edge feud. But yeah, I think somehow, some way, all three of these guys are going to continue this feud. I'm not going to be mad if I see any other guy win, but I do believe the Tribal Chief does retain.
This looks like it's going to be a setup for Daniel Bryan to win, hence WrestleMania 30 when he faced off against two brutes in Batista and Randy Orton, which scares me a little bit, but I'm sorry. I'm going with my boy Edge. I think he picks up where he left off when he retired, and I think he wins the title back once again and goes on a nice little run. So I'm going with Edge on this one.
And that is going to do it for our predictions. You will see us covering night 1 and night 2 of Mania this coming weekend and giving our reviews on Monday as well. But that is going to be it from us. It's your boys. You already know what it is. Hopefully y'all continue to watch, like, share, subscribe, and enjoy WrestleMania weekend. Please. It's the best time of wrestling of the year, supposedly. And dang it, I'm going to enjoy it. Please. But I'll catch y'all around. Thank you for watching.